Cell Structure and Function, Chapter 8, Class 8. Children, you have already learnt that things around us are either living or non living. Living things, they are called biotic. Non living things are called non biotic or abiotic. Further, you may recall that all living organisms carry out certain basic functions, and these basic functions are nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, etc. Different sets of organs perform the various functions which you have listed. Like for the nutrition, digestive system, it is involved for doing nutrition. Now, in this chapter, we will learn about the basic structural unit of an organ. And the structural unit of an organ is the cell. Cell may be compared to bricks. Bricks, these are assembled to make a building. Similarly, cells are assembled to make the body of every organism. Living organism basic unit is cell. Discovery of the cell. The credit goes to Robert Hooke. He was the first scientist to discover existence of cells with the help of a microscope in 1965. He observed thin slices of cork. Cork, this is a bark of a tree, under a microscope and saw honeycomb structure. The slices of cork appeared like small compartments which were further separated by the wall. In his microscope, he observed a honeycomb-like structure, and Robert Hooke also noticed that one box was separated from the other by a wall or partitions. Now Hooke coined the term cell for each box, and what Hooke observed as boxes or cells in the cork were actually dead cells. Cells of the living organism could be observed only after the discovery of improved microscope. Very little was known about the cell for the next 150 years after Robert Hooke's observation. Today we know a lot about cell structure and its functions because of improved microscopes having high magnification. The egg of a hen represents a single cell, and it is big enough to be seen by the unaided eye. Means by the naked eye we are able to see the egg of the hen. Children, look the pic of Robert Hooke and the cork cell seen by him in his microscope. Children, in the pic, a brick wall and onion peel slide. Pics are shown. Both resemble each other. Now, children, there are millions of living organisms, and they are of different shapes and sizes. Their organs also vary in shape, size, and number of cells. First, we do study about the cell number, variation in the cell number. On basis of number of cells, living organisms can be classified into two categories: unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means living organism consists of single cell. Example, amoeba, euglena. Multicellular means living organism consists of more than one cell. Example, earthworm, human being. Children, you can see the pic of amoeba and paramecia. Both are unicellular organism, means their body consists of only one cell, or you can say single cell. Now the single celled organisms are called unicellular. Uni means one, cellular means cell organism. A single celled organisms perform all the necessary functions that multicellular organism perform. A single celled organism like amoeba captures and digests food, respires, excretes, grows and reproduces. Similar function in multicellular organisms are carried out by group of specialized cells forming tissues, and the tissues in turn form organs. Organs in turn form organ system. Cell shape. The shape of the cells differ not only in different organisms but also in different organs of the same organism. Shape may be oval, spherical, cuboidal, fiber-like or polygonal. Cell size. The difference in size of organism is due to the number of cells present in them. The smaller cell, PPLO, means pleuropneumonia-like organism, are called mycoplasma, and these are about 0.1 micron in diameter. The largest cell is ostrich egg or ostrich cell with 170 millimeter in diameter. Children, if we take pond water and make slide from a drop of pond water, then we are able to see amoeba-like organism. In the pic, the amoeba pics. This is from the slide. Now, can we define the shape of the amoeba? No, amoeba don't have any regular shape. Its shape changes when it moves or feeds. It keeps on changing its shape, and in the figure you are able to see the projections of varying length coming out or protruding out of the body of the amoeba. So these are called pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. So these are the false feet of the amoeba, and these appear and disappear as amoeba moves or feeds. Shape of cells. Cells may be of different shape and size. Some cells are round or oval, like red blood cells. Some are cuboidal, cylindrical, and spindle shaped. Spindle shaped cell like muscle cells, and some are irregular shape. The shape varies according to the type of functions a cell performs. Nerve cells, they are long, while muscle cells are needle-like. In leaves, guard cells are bean-shaped and are opposite to each other. In unicellular organism, cell has irregular shape and which keeps on changing with the activity of the animal. For example, amoeba. Amoeba, children, you know, it is a protozoa animal and its shapes changes with the help of pseudopodia. Size of cells. The size of cells in living organisms may be as small as a millionth of a meter, or that is called micrometer or micron, or may be as large as a few centimeters. However, most of the cells are microscopic in size and are not visible to the unaided or naked eye. They need to be enlarged or magnified by a microscope. The smallest cell is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in bacteria, and the largest cell measuring 170 millimeter into 130 millimeter is the egg of an ostrich.